All right, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, we have 355 stories. Look them all up. They're fun, they're different, they're gross, they're stupid, they're funny, stuff you won't see on cops, okay? Now we're going to a new level. We're answering questions submitted by you guys. So go on this site and write me a question or questions. It is rsbcopstories@gmail.com, okay? rsbcopstories@gmail.com. And I'll answer them either on tape or I can write back to you if you want. I can do it that way. Okay, here's one of the questions coming up right now.
What was one of the funniest pursuits you were ever on?
Okay, now my pursuits, and most urban officers will tell you, are not like what you see on TV with, Amarillo Police, Houston, Maricopa County. They're in 100-mile-an-hour pursuits for 20 miles. Okay, no. This is city pursuits. Blocks, turn. So I said this before in some of the stories. I think the average speed of a pursuit that I was involved in when I was helping other officers is probably 25 miles an hour, because you can't get that. You accelerate to the corner, you make the turn at 15 miles an hour, maybe 20 at the most. You can't make the turns, and that's a pursuit. You go a block, make another turn. You can't get up to high speeds. Once in a while, one of the other stories I had, we got on the freeway and off we go. Well, that's different. You got on the freeway, but most, I'd say 95% of the pursuits where I work were street pursuits, top speed 30, maybe. Okay. But boy, it's exciting, even to 30 miles an hour, man, because you know what's going to happen, okay? People bailing out, all kinds of stuff, okay? Here's one that was interesting, okay? A lot of moving parts here. Bear with me. I'm a training officer now, working in around SC, and I'm also a senior lead officer, which means I train recruits, and I also have 9 officers beneath me to report to me on their crime stats and stuff. So I'm kind of like prelude to being a supervisor, being a sergeant. So I got 11 years on. And 12 years, and I'm top dog, man. I make the most arrests, and I'm out there still working hard for you guys, earning my money, okay. And so I get probationers, okay, and out of the academy. Well, this night I didn't have a probationer. I had a regular partner, another training officer we're going to work with. Well, I get the roll call, and my lieutenant says, "Hey," takes me up to the side because I didn't see my partner there, and he goes, "Hey, he called in sick. He's not working. So we got an extra recruit here out of the academy. Would you want him to ride with you?" I look at this guy. Well, he was a Chinese-American kid. Call him kid. Well, he was 21. He's probably 6 foot, 225, cut, okay? No neck, okay? Wow, okay? Yeah, so I said, well, he's big enough, he can handle himself. And he goes, the kid's like, he's out of the academy like a month. He doesn't know what's going on, okay? When I was out of the academy, I didn't know anything either. I don't know nothing, okay? I said, okay, well, so the lieutenant says, hey, looks at the kid, you take care of that guy. He's one of my senior guys. Oh, okay, fine. So I get in the car and I got to recruit. So I've had recruits before, so I have to kind of fill them in on. First thing I talk about is tactics and what are we going to do if somebody comes at me, and I'm going to make sure he's got the right mindset. I'll shoot him or whatever. Okay, fine. So that's just general macho stuff, but you gotta have it. We used to have codes. Let me get off the sidetrack here. Oh, I got to back up some more. Oh, I don't know where to go with this. But anyway, there was a shooting, and since the shooting in '69, I think it was, they wanted us to have codes in case someone has the drop on us. In other words, say you make a stop and you're walking up and guys jump out, one guy's got a gun on you. Okay, what do you do? And because of that shooting and officers got killed, they did nothing and they were held hostage, the officers. Well, they told us don't ever do that. Have a code with your partner, a word, which means you go ahead and shoot and I'll duck as best I can. Okay, we're trying to shorten that a little bit. So I told him we had a code, okay. Tells him that I have a gun on me, and then I say, partner, do this. He goes, okay, and that means when he says okay, he's going to pull out his gun and start shooting. It's my job to get out of the way, because I know it's coming. Okay, anyway. So I told him that. We discussed that. I might get into that later, more detail. Okay, so we're out driving around. It's 3 o'clock, 3:30, we're driving around, and we're, around SC, down Figueroa, and, I'm showing some of the area. And I see a moped come out, blows a red light, 2 guys on it, okay. I said, hey, look, you want to make that stop? Says, there are 2 guys, the guy in the back's riding illegally, and they blew a stop sign. So I got the guy riding illegally ticket, and I got the guy driving for blowing the red light. I know it sounds CS, but hey, they're cutting off cars and all kinds of stuff, so give them a ticket. Little thing, big thing. Okay, cool. Okay. Get the microphone out. I have to explain what I'm doing. Get the microphone out, and we run the plate, and then when we pull to a stop, look at the streets, I'll tell you where we're at. Okay, fine. So, training for the mechanics here. So, run the plate. He runs the plate. Going down. No, the kid in the back's looking back at us. Sees, okay. So I light him up. He takes off. Okay. We're in pursuit of a moped. Okay. Probably, I had hair then. Window was down. Wind wasn't blowing in my hair, so it must have been going about 15 miles an hour. Okay. maybe 20. I'd say I'd be stretching it. Maybe 20 miles an hour. Okay. But again, it's not your normal straight down the shot. As soon as he took off, he makes his right turn. I'm on him. Another left turn. It's driving school basically. And so I'm yelling, southbound there, northbound there, westbound there, and he's broadcasting the whole time. And obviously the sergeant later on said, I heard you in the background. Like, gotta tell him what to do. So he's like, okay, fine. So I tell him, when he lays it down, we go after the driver. Okay. I'm gonna turn my car with your door at the driver so you can get out and get on him. You got it? Okay, I got it. Remember, we have time I'm doing this really quick. What I was gonna do is, if it's the moped, he takes it down, I'm gonna come in hot, I'm gonna turn the car sideways, and then he'll bail out and run after him. Perfect. Okay, I've done it when I was a young guy. I've done it when I was a senior guy. We're ready? You ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, so we go. Sure enough, he dumps it. Not intentionally. I think he just fell because he couldn't handle the fast pursuit, 20 miles an hour. Well, remember now, two guys in a moped that's not used to that kind of weight, and he's trying to make turns, and you can see that back end moving around. It doesn't have a lot of traction. It's a little dinky tire about this wide, Anyway, so he dumps it. Okay, the passenger goes that way, and the driver goes that way. So as I turn the car in, I jump out of the car, put it in park, I jump out, I'm running. Well, he's still in the car, my partner. And the windows are down, and he's on it. So I just keep on running. I'm by myself now. Well, this is what's nice about the community at large, okay? Most of the time, they help you on pursuits like this, which is really a phenomenon. And it happened a lot in East LA, and it happened a lot when I worked there, a lot more than you would think, okay? So I'm running, and of course, I'm kind of, 15, 20 yards behind him. He makes the turn, I'm making the turn, and he's gone. And then the little kids are going, they're pointing that way. So I go that way, I come around the corner, they're pointing that way. I had about 4 people point me in the direction. And then I come around the corner, there he is. What happened was he ran and he fell. And he's trying to get up. I'm on top of him, okay? So I jump on him. And now units are responding. Helicopter's already overhead. And I look up and I see a couple of officers coming. And I'm cuffing him. And he had a bottle of PCP that was on the ground that he threw. And so I go, hey, pick that up. Okay, I'm directing traffic. I pick him up and I'm looking around. Here comes the kid from the academy, And the sergeant walks up, and the sergeant saw him running. The sergeant got there first, okay? It turned out that sergeant was right behind me when I bailed out, so he was pretty much. He goes, what happened to you? And he goes, he looks at the recruit, get over there. I want to talk to you in a minute. Go, oh, can you imagine being out of the academy and have a supervisor look at you and point you in that direction? So he comes up to me because, it's a pursuit. What happens? I told him. I told what I told you. He goes, okay. He goes, and I go, Sarge, where was he? He goes, I'm going to find out right now. Okay. I figured at that level, I'm on my own anyway, pretty much, okay? So I get the moped, we pick up the moped, put it in one of the trunks of the police car, get the suspect, put him in one of the cars, and then one of the units saw the other guy run, so we caught the other guy. He had a warrant, so we got basically 2 for 2, not too bad. Okay, so supervisor yells at me, hey, I'll take him back to the station for you, my partner. Well, that's unusual. I said, okay. So I get in my car, and we all caravan back. There's the moped. I'm by myself, so I can't handle suspects. So the suspects are in another car, and I'm back there, and it's like a caravan going back to the station. Okay, so we go in there, and I direct traffic, and I'm people down. I'll do it all myself. I don't care. I've done this. I've got 12 years on. What do I care? I can do everything. So anyway, so I wait for the sergeant's in the parking lot talking to this guy, and it's not. I'm looking out the window. They have a portal in the door to go outside, and not a good thing to see a kid standing there and have my supervisor going like this. Ding, oh, that's not good. Okay, that's not good. I went, ooh. So then he comes in, the recruit comes in and sits down next to me, and I go, hey, how you doing? Could you do me a favor? Could you do this? He goes, yeah. What's the matter? He goes, oh, I got my butt chewed. I said, now that we're talking about this, we're by ourselves in this little room. I go, what do you have for you? Because, I'm talking about, I took it lightly in the field because everything went well. About myself. I said, about myself, where were you? I said, I'm going, this ought to be good. He goes, well, I was ready to go. I was excited. I'm waiting, come on, give me the punchline. Well, I went to the door handle wouldn't work, and I accidentally locked the door with my elbow before we stopped. So he was locked in. And I told him to put his windows down. I've done this a few times, okay? He only had it halfway down, so he couldn't get the door open. And of course, he's panicking because he sees me running around the corner. So he said he had to dive out of the window because he couldn't get the door open. He thought the door was busted. Okay. So he basically fell out of the car, and of course at that time cops are running by him because he's last in the race here, you know. So that's why he was late. Okay, so I go, man. I said, bro, you can't do that, man. He goes, well, I think there's something wrong with the door. Is something wrong with the door? He goes, no. How do you know there's something wrong with the door? Well, because I told the sergeant that, and I go, what happened? Well, he walked me back to our car, and he sat inside and opened the door 10 times and said, looks fine to me, staring at him. I said, well, you know, bro, I can understand you're excited, but man, you got to be ready. I said, here's a clue. Maybe you should have cracked the door before we stopped. What? See, I can't, as a trained officer, you can tell them a lot of things, but you can't tell them everything. Okay? I said, I'm going to turn the car towards you, you're getting out, you're going to be it, you're going to be it. Well, maybe you should have cracked that door just to make sure it's, of course, then again, how would you know to do that? But he had the little lock, you know, he put his, I guess he must put his elbow on that and locked himself in the car. I look at his uniform, he's got like dirt on his knees. Yeah, because he fell out of the car. Okay. So, anyway, so then I got other officers, thank God, to help me, and they're processing the body with the kid, and I'm doing the reports. So I'm doing the middle of the reports, here comes the sergeant. Well, now he's retired years ago. He became a chief of a couple of cities before a couple of extra jobs when he retired as chiefs of police up north and whatever. And now he's officially retired, but good guy, very sharp. SC graduate, very sharp guy. Actually, funny, he patrolled where he went to school. Weird. But anyway, so I got him later. We got along very well. He had 12 years on. I had 11 years on. So we got along very well, both the same age and everything. And we're both reasonably sharp people, so we knew all the things about the world and everything. I said, hey, Sergeant, Dr. outside. He goes, yeah. I said, what'd you tell him? And I said, well, you know, you got to scare these kids. I went, oh, what did he do to him? I said, I heard about your demonstration. He goes, yeah, I told him that door was fine. I sat in that door, closed it, locked it, opened it. I said, no, show him that it wasn't mechanical error. It's operator error. Always operator error. Okay, there's another story where the sergeant had a shotgun and blew out the ceiling of a police station. He told the captain, no, it's a shotgun. And he does it again. Operator error. It's not mechanical, okay? It's another story. Look that one up. Okay, so what else you tell him? I told him that you jeopardize your partner's life. And he went, whoa, what did he do that? He just stood there. I could see water in his eyes starting to fill up. I said, the last thing you do is leave your partner behind. Don't you ever leave your partner behind. I don't care if you have to break out that window. And it's like, you know, it says, he's by himself out there chasing crooks. What are you doing? Your car? Trying to get out? I was getting screwed up, jumping out, jumping his crap. He goes, I jumped in his crap. I said, well, he said, I'll tell you one thing. He says, we'll never forget that chewing out. Oh, no, you come out of the academy and you go there for a month out in the field and then these guys chew your ass? He'll never forget that. I saw him years later at some restaurant or something, a police restaurant, and can't forget that guy. He's a big guy. And he sees, hey, you know. He goes like this. I go, he goes, puts his head down because he knows he'll never forget that, ever, okay? He made a mistake. He got his butt chewed really big time by a supervisor. Oh, my God, bad enough your partner chews you out. And I just said, well, and I saw him obviously at the end of the evening. I said, man, he said, you know, you'll learn from this stuff. Don't worry about it. I said, but you got to make sure you stay with me. You really have to. Man, I'm really sorry. I said, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I got a 6-shooter and, you know, I'll take care of business. No big deal. I said, don't you want to get on the action? Yeah, well, you got to make sure you stay in the ball game. You know, you can sit in the stands. Okay. So anyway, that's my really excited. I have other pursuits I'll come up with later as soon as people ask me, but this is a kind of a weird one. Okay, a moped, about 15, 18 miles an hour. Ooh, scary. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.